Roberto? Roberto,
Respectful greetings to all. Thank you,
back.
co-facilitators. The Indigenous Peoples Major Group appreciates that the Zero Draft acknowledges wide consultation with stakeholders and the special effort to listen to the voices and concerns of the poorest and the vulnerable. However, it seems that the voices of Indigenous peoples, who are in many cases amongst the poorest and most marginalized, have not been understood. Reviewing the document holistically, there's little recognition of the role and the right of participation of Indigenous peoples in the agenda. As a reminder, Indigenous peoples are rights holders whose traditional territories encompass up to 22% of the world's land surface and coincide with areas that hold up to 80% of the planet's biodiversity. Therefore, the Zero Draft needs to acknowledge Indigenous peoples as active agents of change and rights holders rather than just vulnerable beneficiaries. Indeed, the success of this agenda depends on the full and effective participation of Indigenous peoples, as well as children, youth, women and girls, persons with disabilities, older persons, volunteers, and others who find themselves amongst the poorest and most marginalized at all levels of implementation, follow-up, and review. This understanding is critical to ensure that the post-2015 agenda is based on human rights and that national strategies and various partnerships put peoples first. We've prepared a full and detailed reaction to all aspects of the Zero Draft available online, but I'll highlight just a few of our recommendations with regard to the declaration. First, we call for an independent paragraph consistent with commitments already made by states in the Future We Want, paragraph 49, and the World Conference on Indigenous Peoples in paragraph 37, which highlights the special situation of Indigenous peoples. Two, the application of free, prior, and informed consent should be ensured as a safeguard against wrong development interventions, for example, in paragraph 17. Three, consideration and monitoring of rights to land and natural resources needs to be a priority, for examples in paragraph 15, 18, 24, 26, 33, and 39. And finally, the implementation section of the declaration should make specific mention of Indigenous peoples, for example, in paragraph 33 and 37, and their right to self-determined development. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.